Hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I see Chalet in the house. Chalet in the house. Woo! Good morning in the U.S. and good evening in Cambodia. So wherever you are watching this and whatever time, I hope you're going to enjoy our show tonight. It's going to be exciting. I found a couple of videos that are like forgotten foods of the 70s and forgotten lunches and stuff like this. And so, yeah, so I thought, oh, this will be good. This will be good for the show. So we're going to take a break from the memes and we are going to go through. So let me go ahead and share my screen. You do not want to watch 15 fascinating facts about the Picts of Scotland. That's what I was watching before. I didn't start watching the Karen Reid trial because then it'd be so hard to tear myself away, right? So instead, I just, I'll just watch a replay from the beginning when we're done. Yeah, cool beans. And I thought I'd show you something I found here. Do you guys remember this? Why is there a glare? Turn this off? No. Not sure where the glare's from. Wait. And it doesn't matter where I move it, I still have the glare. It's Cactus Cooler. If you can kind of see. Cactus Cooler. I don't know if you guys remember that. One I haven't seen is Tahitian Treat. I loved that one. That was like a really delicious soda. You don't remember it? Okay, that's all right. And I've got myself an A&W root beer if I get thirsty. So, all right. And I just finished eating a corned beef hash sandwich because I didn't have any eggs. I didn't have any time to make fried potatoes, to have the corned beef hash together with, kind of as the meat side of like a breakfast plate. So I just thought, well, I'm gonna fry it and get it kind of crispy, and then I'm gonna slap it on in between two slices of bread. It worked great. So let's see what this video has for us today. And let's see, theater mode. We'll get it going like that. All right.
Hey, the amazing U63.
Everybody knows when you go to the show, you can't.
But I say swans and TV turkey dinners are a bigger break for husbands, huh?
Time slips by, and with it, the moments that we once lived become precious snapshots in the album of our memories. From the whir of a hula hoop to the crackle of a jukebox, the echoes of the past shape our today. If you find joy in these echoes, you're not only growing older, you're growing richer in history. Let's journey through the rich decades from the 1950s to the 1980s, revisiting the games, gadgets, and grooves that colored our world. Get ready to reconnect.
No. We've already done that one. Wait. Okay. Let me.
Favorites we are still dreaming about bringing back.
Breakfast favorites.
Stay with us as we revisit 20 breakfast meals that have sadly drifted out of our morning lineup. A few might still be spotted today, but none have retained their once iconic status. Roll the tape. Blast off with Tang. Launched by General Foods in 1959, this vibrant drink rocketed into popularity by becoming the beverage of choice for astronauts during the 1960s space race. This stellar connection provided Tang with an unbeatable marketing boost, aligning it with innovation.
Okay, let me pause. So we have got Ian in the house, and we've got Christine in the house, who I call Mumsy in the house. Hot Tang. Oh my gosh, I've never had it hot. I've only had it cold. Mumsy says she remembers Tang. Ian, do you remember Tang? I think it was actually designed for the astronauts as something that they would have with them for their nutrition. And then it was marketed commercially, publicly. Yeah. Oh, everyone's saying hello to each other. Okay, so I'm gonna let this keep going. Oops, close that one. There we go.
And adventure. With a lineup of flavors like orange, grape, and tropical punch, orange soared as the fan
Orange.
favorite, beloved for its vivid color and zesty taste. Tang's ads frequently featured space missions, solidifying its image as the futuristic drink of choice. Originally designed as a vitamin-enriched drink for convenience, Tang later shifted its marketing towards health-focused themes to keep up with changing consumer preferences about natural ingredients and sugar content. Introduced in 1964 by Carnation, this wasn't just your average breakfast, it was breakfast on the go.
Yes.
Available in tasty flavors like chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, chocolate being the preferred choice, it promised the nutrition of a complete meal. The drink became a morning staple due to its convenience and nutritional content, highlighted in campaigns that emphasized its health benefits. Over the years,
So did you guys grow up with Carnation instant breakfast? I know I absolutely did. I think probably chocolate was my favorite. Although if you want something like more feeling refreshing than the strawberry, and even the vanilla was good. It was almost like having a vanilla shake. You still drink that sometimes. Mumsy says we drank it a lot back then. Yeah, my grandma always had Carnation in breakfast in the house. She always had it in the house. So yeah, Carnation instant breakfast.
as consumer tastes evolved, Carnation adapted its formula to include lower sugar and higher protein versions, meeting the newer nutritional expectations without compromising on the quick, delicious start that families had come to rely on. Remember Quisp cereal?
This one I don't.
Launched by Quaker Oats in 1965, this cereal brought a whole new level of fun to the breakfast table with its alien mascot and saucer-shaped pieces. It quickly won over children with its sugary flavor and captivating animated commercials that made breakfast fun. The cereal's unique branding and playful design were key differentiators in a crowded market. Despite its initial success, the shift towards healthier breakfast options posed challenges for Quisp, leading to its eventual status as a nostalgic item brought back periodically to appeal to adults who had grown up with it. This strategic shift in marketing to tap into nostalgia, combined with occasional updates to its formula, allowed Quisp to maintain interest among former fans while navigating the complexities of modern cereal markets.
Really?
Introduced in 1963, Sunny Delight positioned.
So Chalet, you remember Quisp. Okay. And Ian, no, didn't have it. I don't remember it. Obviously I kind of watched this before the show. And I think, yeah, most of them are things I remember. Few that I don't. There's another one that's like dinners or lunches or something. I thought that was the first one I was playing, but it wasn't. So anyway, Sunny Delight. I totally remember Sunny Delight. It always came in the big jug, like a gallon jug. And then later they came up with the little ones that you could put in lunch boxes and stuff. But that was like when my kids were growing up, they had the little ones. I grew up with only having the big container. Hey, come on, babies. Come on, Artemis, Spunky. Come on. Artemis, Spunky. Gotta like prevent them. Oh, King Vitamin. Yeah. Have breakfast with the king. I think that might be in here, actually. Mumsy still drinks Sunny Delight. Okay, let's let it play.
Itself as a healthier alternative to sodas by offering a vitamin-enriched, citrus-flavored beverage that quickly captured the market's attention. Its bright color and sweet taste made it a hit among children, while its marketing campaigns emphasized a fun and active lifestyle, integrating Sunny D into scenes of youthful energy and outdoor activities. Despite its success, the brand encountered criticism for its high sugar content and low percentage of real juice, prompting several reformulations to increase authenticity and align with healthier consumer preferences. These changes allowed Sunny D to update its image and product offerings to better meet the expectations of modern consumers looking for healthier drink options. Spam rose to prominence during.
Okay, so Ian, you mentioned Milo. Oh, I just realized Ian is Tony. Tony in the house. Milo is really popular here in Cambodia. I think it might have been available in the US, but Ovaltine was the big one. And here there's both Ovaltine and Milo. And I think it's called Milo, or do you say Milo? I don't know. Could be Milo. And Quiz being a cereal. But if you don't know Milo or Milo, it's like Ovaltine. So it's chocolate powder that you put in your milk. But it's supposed to be, both of those are supposed to be more like the Carnation instant breakfasts, where it's not just like adding Hershey's chocolate syrup to make chocolate flavored milk. There's actually, vitamins and things like this. They're fortified. And Chalet thought her cats were fighting. So on to Spam.
During World War II, appreciated for its convenience and shelf life, and it continued to be a staple in American households thereafter. It was marketed as a versatile ingredient suitable for a variety of dishes, appealing to families looking for quick, budget-friendly meal options. Hormel Foods, the maker of Spam, responded to changing culinary preferences by introducing new flavors and varieties, aiming to reinvigorate the brand's appeal amid shifting consumer tastes that favored fresher, less processed food options. These efforts included targeted marketing campaigns that emphasized Spam's versatility in modern home cooking, showcasing its ability to adapt to current trends while maintaining its core identity as a convenient and reliable food product.
So the Spam, let me just grab a picture of Spam. I was really kind of against it as a young mom raising my kids because, I was trying to do natural foods and things, make things from scratch. So I wanted to stay away from processed foods. So therefore, Spam was not something I was going to buy. Now that I'm here in Cambodia, it's turned into like a comfort food. Go figure. Yeah. So next we have corned beef hash. This is the very corned beef hash in the little round can that I just cooked tonight for my dinner.
Ever wonder why corned beef hash became such a breakfast staple, especially during the bustling post-war era? It combined diced corned beef, potatoes, and spices, all canned for convenience.
I actually don't really remember growing up eating corned beef hash. Mumsy, tell me if you ever cooked corned beef hash for our breakfast. I don't ever remember eating it growing up. But my dad's from the South, so it's possible that I might have had it with his family, like visiting with his family or something. But it certainly wasn't a regular part of the diet. Now I love it. Oh, when I grew up and I used to work at Denny's, I think on the menu for of Denny's they have corned beef hash, and so I might have been exposed to it there.
Typically served with eggs or toast, this meal option was a quick, hearty solution for families on the go. Promoted by brands like Hormel and Libby's, its marketing highlighted the ease of preparation and robust flavor,
Yes.
appealing to those with limited time for cooking. These advertising efforts often portrayed corned beef hash.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to pause for a minute. Isn't Quicks the one with the rabbit? Let me see. Quicks, dishwashing liquid. Quicks, chocolate. No, not that. Are we not spelling it right? What the? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's with a K. It's with a K. All right. Here we go. Share this tab instead. Quick. Yes. And I remember when it came in the can like this, you know, with the metal top on it, that you'd use a spoon to like pry off. Yep. You're right. You're right. Quick. I remember Quick. We had Quick. Okay, so back over here. Let's sprinkle some on top of vanilla ice cream. Whoa, hey, Robert's in the house. True crime cult in the house. Woohoo! Nestle Quick. Oh, you got it spelled right. Thank you. Oh, you love A Christmas Story. Oh, look at all this. Wow, you guys been busy in the chat. Ovaltine is genius, but you don't think you had it. That Christmas Story movie talks about it. Yeah, Ovaltine. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. All right. Quick, that's it. Yeah. So, okay, continuing on the corned beef hash, and we'll see what comes up next.
As the hero of the busy morning, saving time without sacrificing taste. The product maximized American values of efficiency and practicality, fitting perfectly into the fast-paced lifestyle of its consumers. It continued to be recognized for its convenience and satisfying taste. Curious how Jiffy Pop pancakes made morning meals a breeze with their just add water mix during the hectic 70s. This convenience resonated deeply with the 1970s households, streamlining the morning routine remarkably. The product's simplicity allowed anyone to quickly whip up pancakes, making it a popular choice among families with busy schedules. Jiffy Pop's marketing cleverly focused on these time-saving aspects, often showcasing family breakfasts that were both delicious and hassle-free. The mix was versatile, catering to various taste preferences with different flavors.
Yeah, so yeah, Mumsy's putting in there. We use that. We definitely use. Mumsy even sent me some cornbread Jiffy mix. The blueberry. I remember the blueberry muffin. You know, we use that. We use the Jiffy mix for the blueberry muffins a lot. Which then when we'd get the Betty Crocker or Duncan Hines blueberry muffin mix, and you get that little can of wild blueberries that then you would add into the mix. That was like woo. That was like premium, because the Jiffy mix just had these like little candy pieces of you know, kind of about the texture of licorice maybe, but flavored like blueberry and in tiny little pieces. And so that was your blueberry muffin. But it worked. Blueberry muffins are my favorite. But the cornbread mix too. Yeah, we definitely used all of that.
While Jiffy Pop pancakes enjoyed popularity due to their convenience and taste, the evolving breakfast market eventually led to reduced visibility and presence, as newer breakfast options continued to diversify.
I just ate, but it's making me hungry.
Fruit cocktail in heavy syrup was a beloved component of breakfast and dessert menus, particularly during the 1970s.
Yes.
This mix of diced peaches, pears, grapes, pineapple, and cherries, all preserved in thick syrup, was a convenient and tasty addition to many meals.
And they'd only have a little bit of the cherries, and that was like the best thing, was to get some. And then definitely when I was growing up, they had the little cans, you know, of peaches or the fruit cocktail or pears. And so that was a regular in my lunchbox for sure. They were also popular to put inside Jell-O when you made like a Jell-O mold. Yeah, because we didn't do those savory ones with like shrimp or chicken or something inside a gel in a Jell-O mold. No, we didn't. We never did that. But definitely did like fruit cocktail in. Oh, Ian says he still loves it. A guilty pleasure.
Del Monte and Libby's were leading brands, heavily marketing the product's ease of use and the sweet indulgence it offered. The syrup's rich flavor enhanced the appeal, making the fruit cocktail a quick solution for a sweet serving. In a time when convenience often trumped other considerations, this product stood out for its ability to deliver a variety of fruits in one easy package. Despite shifts in consumer preferences, it remained a practical and appealing choice for those looking for quick fruit options. Eggs in a nest, also known as eggs in a frame, brought a playful twist to traditional breakfast eggs by frying them inside a hole cut from a slice of bread. This simple yet delightful dish allowed for creativity and personalization during preparation.
Why would you use a knife? Why wouldn't you just take a cup and then like turn it upside down to make the hole to cut it out? You know, did anybody ever eat this? I've never eaten this, and it doesn't appeal to me at all either. But does anybody, like, either you ate it or you think it looks like a good idea? Let me know in the comments.
Making breakfast an engaging meal. It was particularly popular for its ease of preparation and the joy it brought to the breakfast table, allowing for variations such as different bread types or added toppings like cheese or herbs. The interactive cooking process, cutting the bread and watching the egg cook perfectly in the middle, was a key appeal, making it a favorite among families. This dish stood out for its simplicity and the fun it added to cooking, making it a go-to choice for a quick and enjoyable breakfast. TV brand frozen breakfasts offered a comprehensive, ready-to-eat meal solution that included sausages, eggs, pancakes, and hash browns, simplifying the morning routine for many American families.
So frozen dinners and frozen breakfast definitely was in. Okay, Mumsy didn't have those egg things. Looks good. Tried to do it once, but failed. Chalet. We weren't big breakfast eaters at your house. Basically cereal, toast, maybe some oatmeal. Yeah, I kind of grew up on instant oatmeal. I mean, I remember my mom cooking oatmeal, you know, before instant oatmeal became popular. But like when you got that apples and cinnamon and the brown sugar and maple, those two are my favorite flavors. Well, and then they came up with blueberry and cream, and peaches and cream, and strawberries and cream. Blueberry, of course, being my favorite. Quaker Oats, since the factory was in your town. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. You know, looking at these frozen dinners, though, it reminds me moving into the late 70s, early 80s, when McDonald's started having the breakfast menu and having the pancakes and the sausage. One of the things, and then of course they had their egg McMuffin. But what I would do, my mom would take me there, like on the way to school, we'd stop at McDonald's, and I would order an English muffin and a sausage patty, and then I would put them together, because you could get the egg McMuffin or the sausage with cheese on an English muffin, but not just the patty alone. And I don't know, there's just something about that English muffin and that sausage patty alone, nothing else, that appealed to me. And I absolutely loved that and ate that so much growing up. Oh, Captain Crunchberry. It smells fantastic. Oh, it sure does. So does Trix and Fruity Pebbles. Nope, Ian didn't have frozen breakfast. All right, let's keep going. We can move on to the next one. Oops.
Chipped beef on toast, affectionately known as SOS, is a dish rooted in military history, featuring dried beef in a creamy sauce over toast. Simple and cost-effective, it became a staple in U.S. military mess halls for its quick assembly and satisfying nature.
So, as far as chipped beef goes, I've had SOS with hamburger, or some countries call it minced beef. We call it hamburger. And so you make your white gravy. It's just milk and flour, some salt and pepper. And then you add the hamburger to it and put that on toast. I I'd never actually heard of that until I came here to Cambodia, and there was a restaurant called Freebird that had it on the menu because they had a lot of like service people, you know, like veterans that would eat there. And so it's like a comfort food because it started in the military. Now, the one time that I actually had, I think, this chip beef was in Virginia at one of my aunt's houses. I think Aunt Gladys lived in Houston. So, right. Gosh, I can't remember. Forgive me. I can't remember which aunt it was. I mean, I can picture her face. I just can't remember her name. And I wanted biscuits and gravy. And I think I had Danny yeah, I did. I had my son my son Danny flew to Washington, D.C. We went around Washington, D.C., and then we were going to drive down the Appalachian Trail. No, not the hiking trail, but there's like a special highway that's the Appalachian Highway or whatever, down to North Carolina to meet my dad, who lived in Georgia but was driving up to North Carolina to meet us. And so we stopped. I think we might have spent the night there. But so I said, I really want you to make biscuits and gravy. And she goes, well, I don't have any sausage or bacon, but I got chipped beef, if that's okay. Like that, whatever, if that's a thing, then I'll try it. So basically for me, gravy, white gravy like this, whether it's sausage, bacon, chipped beef, hamburger, I love it. I love it. Stuff is good Chalet says it looks disgusting. Oh, Mumsy says she still eats the sausage and muffin at McDonald's. That's so cool. Okay. And you don't live there where the factory is anymore, Chalet, but that's okay. Stuff is good by itself. Dip. Andy, where are you? I know. Was it Alice? No, I think Alice was in Pennsylvania. I think she's the one in Pennsylvania. Anyway, what my dad had, like, he was like one of 7 brothers, so he had lots of brothers and sisters. But I remember her husband, Yvonne. Yvonne was her daughter. Whichever one, Mom, if you remember who had Yvonne as a daughter. It's probably good. Yeah. True Crime Cult. Robert says that was an awesome live last night. Oh, yes. If anybody hasn't seen the live that I was on panel with, it was not brand new to me, missing person case that's actually like, was it 16 or 20, almost 20 years or that she's been missing out of Florida. I think Chalet might have been there, might have seen it. Let me just pull that up. Oops. YouTube. And I'll put the link in, so in case you missed it, you guys can go back and watch it after me, right? Share. Here's a copy of the link. Oh, because it was local, so it was familiar to you. Yeah. 17 years now. So yeah, go watch it. It was a great show explaining about the case and all of our thoughts about it. It was, everyone who was on panel, it was a really good show. All right, so continuing with the chipped beef.
This dish's straightforward preparation,
Pepper.
combining a roux-based sauce with rehydrated beef slices, made it a popular choice in civilian kitchens, especially among families with military backgrounds. Variations included substituting dried beef with ground beef or sausage, and biscuits instead of toast, catering to different tastes. The dish was valued for its hearty quality and versatility, fitting well into the culinary routines of many American households due to its ease of preparation and comforting nature. Ever wondered why Maxwell House Instant Coffee, launched way back in 1892, became synonymous with American mornings? Founded in 1892, its memorable slogan, "Good to the last drop," helped carve its niche in American coffee culture.
1892? Oh my goodness. But yeah, I still use instant coffee because I don't drink enough coffee to make a whole pot or anything, and I don't have like one of those French press things. Um, but it's, I can boil water and add it, and it's fine. You know, it's fine as long as it's decaf.
The brand leveraged traditional comforting imagery in its marketing, enhancing its appeal as a reliable household staple. Despite the rise of fresher artisanal coffee options, Maxwell House expanded its line to include premium varieties, adapting to broader tastes. This strategy aimed to maintain relevance amid changing consumer preferences, focusing on providing quality and convenience. Maxwell House's efforts to update its product offerings were crucial in addressing the evolving demands of the coffee.
My friend Sherry was really big on cooking what she liked, and and everybody has to eat what she likes, and which is fine. There's no wrong. I mean, well, I guess there are wrong ways with children, but there's a lot of variation. That just because I raise my kids this way and you raise your kids that way doesn't mean one of us is right, one of us is wrong. It's just different. And but I was the opposite in that way. Like, I didn't like mushrooms or olives, but my ex-husband did. And so yeah, I would often make like if I made potato salad, I don't like having the eggs and the hard boiled eggs in my potato salad, or dill pickles. I like sweet pickle relish, but not dill pickles. So I'd boil the potatoes and everything, and then I'd have two bowls. I chop all the onions, chop all my bell pepper and everything, and then I would make two potato salads at the same time. So I'd put his things in. Luckily pizzas would let you have like half and half, but yeah, a lot of times I would cook kind of two things. But when my kids were growing up, it was like you don't have to like it, but you have to eat it at least once. Especially if it was something that they never tried before, they didn't know if they like. I make them eat it, and then if they were just being like they wanted to go play or watch TV or something and not finish their dinner, I'd say, okay. And I'd put their dinner in the refrigerator. And then when they said they're hungry, I'd pull the plate out and said, okay, here's your dinner. Here, you're hungry? Great. Here, eat. And they're like, I don't want that. And I'm like, okay, you don't have to eat it. I'd put it back in the refrigerator, until they got hungry enough that they ate it. you know, um, and so they learned, I didn't have to do that very often because they learned to eat what was on their plate. But then they got bad habits later. Lots of comments. Let's see. Chalet says, my parents would tell me to scrape the onions off my McDonald's cheeseburger, and that just didn't work for me. Used to hate the onions, any trace of them. There you go. Yeah. And you did the opposite and made the food that your kids liked. Well, there you go. That's nothing wrong with that. True Crime Cult says you were feral growing up, and you were the menace of your block growing up. I believe that. I totally believe that. And Chalet says, I bet you were a lot of fun to hang out with, True Crime Cult. You got the street smarts. Indeed. Let's see what comes up next.
Creamed eggs on toast involves gently chopped hard-boiled eggs in a creamy sauce, often seasoned with herbs and spices, served over toasted bread. This dish, known for its comforting qualities and simple preparation, became a favored breakfast and light meal option, aligning with American preferences for hearty, straightforward dishes. The versatility and
No, so I've never had this. I would never eat this. I don't like eggs. When my mom made eggs, she'd fry them, she'd pop the yolk, It would kind of run over, so it was kind of equal white and yellow, like a layer of white and a layer of yellow. She'd flip it over and fry it until it was friggin' brown. I mean, it was cooked, well done. And so that's about the only way I like an egg. It's weird that occasionally I can eat a deviled egg, which goes against everything. I hate the rubber, so like if you've got hard boiled eggs in your potato salad, they're like rubber. I don't like that. I don't like the yolks. I don't like runny yolks. So this is something that I would like never eat. But what about you guys? Have you guys ever had this? Would you eat it? Deviled eggs at Thanksgiving, Chalet says. Absolutely. You're the one that makes them, and so you love them. My mom was always the designated deviled egg maker. So like, remember the Tupperware parties? So she bought they had like these special like little tray things to put your deviled eggs in, and with a cover so that you could like take them. And so, yeah, my mom was always the designated deviled egg maker. So I did eat, maybe that's why I ended up eating them sometimes when I grew up, but not a lot. And, yeah, Chalet says she's not typically an egg person either. True Crime Cult says, I had the very first Power Wheels. It was a CHP motorcycle, and you would pull your friends around you would pull your friends over if they rode too fast past your house on their big wheels. Oh, how fun. How fun. So they're on their big wheels, but you got a CHP motorcycle. And so you would pull them over and play chips. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for you. You were the big wheel queen. You know what? If Chalet went by your house, Robert, I'm not sure you'd be able to catch her. So let's just move to the end of this one.
Mapo Instant Maple Oatmeal set itself apart in the competitive oatmeal market with its unique maple flavor and the ease of instant preparation. Introduced in 1953, it became especially popular among families for its appealing taste and the memorable marketing character, Marky Mapo, which resonated with children. The convenience of just adding hot water made Mapo a preferred choice for quick breakfasts, aligning well with the growing demand for efficient meal solutions. The distinctive maple flavor offered a sweet, comforting taste that stood out from more traditional oatmeal flavors, making Mapo a notable option in the breakfast category, favored for its taste and quick preparation. Heard about space food sticks? Launched in the early 70s, these snacks promised a taste of astronaut life right on your snack plate.
I love them.
Introduced in the early 1970s, they were marketed as a nutritious option that provided sustained energy with flavors like peanut butter and chocolate. The novelty of their space-age concept, combined with practical packaging that made them easy to consume on the go, initially drew considerable attention.
Yes.
The connection to NASA and the allure of...
And Tony, if you're not paying attention, I believe that in Australia, they have the license to continue making these. And it was only recently, like since I moved to Cambodia, that they actually discontinued them. And so no one on earth makes these anymore. But my grandmother always had these. I love them. I mean, today they would be similar to like a protein bar kind of thing, an energy bar. But they were chewy, kind of like a Tootsie Roll, but it had a thicker, chewy texture to them. I loved. They had butterscotch. They had chocolate. Okay. So you guys are still talking TV. Eric Estrada, yes, he was a heartthrob of the day. Starsky and Hutch, also Charlie's Angels, even for me, Emergency, and Randolph Mantooth. Kind of had a crush on him. I think I was around 10. But what about Space Food Sticks? Am I the only one that remembers Space Food Sticks? Didn't we have the question last week if there was one thing you could bring back? This would be in my top 5, if not number 1. I would definitely love to bring these back. You don't remember them. And Tony, did you drop off? Are you not paying attention? Because he's from Australia. So that's why I was interested if since they were still making them, if maybe he was more familiar with them. All right, well, let's keep going.
Of consuming
Nobody
astronaut
remembers
food
Space
added
Food
to their
Sticks.
appeal, particularly among children and young adults intrigued by space travel. The innovative approach of Space Food Sticks to combining nutrition with the excitement of space exploration helped them capture a unique niche in the snack market. King Vitamin cereal, launched by Quaker Oats in the early 1970s,
There you go, Chalet. I thought that King Vitamin was in it.
targeted young consumers with its king-themed mascot and crown-shaped cereal pieces. Its packaging, often featuring puzzles and stories, directly appealed to children's love for adventure and discovery. Fortified with vitamins and minerals, the cereal was an attractive choice for parents seeking nutritious options for their children's breakfasts. The engaging marketing campaigns utilized animated commercials that brought the whimsical world of King Vitamin to life, enhancing its appeal. The cereal's sweet flavor and unique shapes helped it stand out in the competitive market of children's cereals, making it a popular choice during its peak years, especially appreciated for its fun and nutritional content. Post-fortified oat flakes were marketed as a health-oriented breakfast option, enriched with vitamins and minerals to
So Tony finally weighed in. He does not remember Space Food Sticks. And while Chalet absolutely loves King Vitamin, True Crime Cult hates it. Nutritious My Booty. Is that part of the theme song? Yeah, you're still here. You're still here. It didn't kill us, did it? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or at least helps the embalming process when you go. Now this one, what? Fortified oat flakes? Really? Give me a break. Give me a break. We're just going to skip over this one. What's after this?
Wheatina, a whole wheat hot cereal known for its hearty flavor and nutritional benefits, catered to health-conscious consumers since its introduction in the late 19th century. Its high fiber and mineral content were key selling points, attracting those seeking a nutritious breakfast. The all-natural composition of Wheatina appealed to consumers looking for wholesome meal options. It was often served warm and could be enhanced with fruits or nuts, allowing for customization according to individual taste preferences. This adaptability made Wheatina a preferred choice for those who valued both health and flavor in their breakfast, establishing it as a nutritious option capable of providing sustained energy throughout the morning. Establishing it as a nutritious option capable of made Wheatina a preferred choice for.
Are they supposed to be like the guy, the family, the American portrait with the guys holding the pitchfork and stuff? What is that painting? American painting, farmer and wife, couple with pitchfork. This one. Here, share. Don't they look like these guys? Norman Rockwell, was that? No, was it? I will look. It's called American Gothic. Okay, Wikipedia. I got to click on Wikipedia. It's a 1930 painting by Grant Wood. Yeah, but it does have that feeling and that look of Norman Rockwell paintings for sure. It does. All right, so let's what's next?
Remember Grape Nuts
Grape
Flakes?
Nuts.
Introduced as a variant of the original Grape Nuts cereal, offered a flakier texture.
So not so much the flakes. I don't remember them coming out with that, but the original Grape Nuts. It's like if if you're having Fruity Pebbles, man, you fit, or the King Vitamin or whatever, even a bowl of oatmeal, you fill that bowl, right? But if you filled your bowl with grape nuts, there's no way you could finish it. It's like that was like heavy. It was, I mean, heavy in your stomach. So you'd like just have a half a bowl and you'd be full. Is what I remember. Oh yeah, you already said Grantwood. Yeah. Oh, because it's an Iowa thing. And Ian says you remember the name, but you never had Space Food Sticks personally. You never saw it sold in Australia. Well, it's not sold anymore because it's been discontinued. There's a barn where that is painted on as well. Oh, like a big mural on a barn. Oh, that's cool. Famous people drive by it and take pictures. Oh yeah. True Crime Cult says that the grape nuts were like chewing rocks. Yeah, I would agree. It was kind of like chewing rocks. One summer they did the whole city in American Gothic. Wow, Chile, that's kind of interesting. The town in Iowa then that does that. That's pretty cool. So let's see. Is there one more or is that the end? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's one more.
Lastly, grilled grapefruit with maraschino cherries offered a unique blend of tart and sweet flavors, becoming a popular breakfast dish during the mid-20th century. The preparation involved having a grapefruit, sprinkling it with sugar, and broiling it until caramelized, then topping it with a maraschino cherry for added sweetness and visual appeal. This combination...
Okay. I never had broiled grapefruit, but having grapefruit for breakfast or maybe as a snack was definitely something that Mumsy had. Well, look at the White Castle, White Castle coffee there. We'd cut it in half, and then we'd take a knife and we'd go around like all of the all of the each piece, right? We'd sprinkle granulated sugar on it, white sugar, and then you take your spoon and scoop out each slice and eat it. No maraschino cherry, although I love maraschino cherries. Mumsy, why didn't you think of that? Oh, Andy's in the house. Andy's in the house. Woohoo! A terrible ad. Yuck. Very artsy. There's Andy. You have to let grape nuts sit. Well, yeah, but then they get kind of mushy anyway. Yeah, Chalet did have grapefruit. Everyone's saying hi. Missed last night, came on just as you went off. I know. Did you get to watch the replay? It was actually pretty interesting. It was a good show. Yeah, and then like when we were growing up, it was like a diet food. You're right. Oh, look at Mumsy. Andy gave you a bunch of cherries and gave Chalet a bunch of blue hearts. Sultana Bran. Okay, so for those of you in America who do not know, Sultana is a raisin. I mean, I guess maybe it's a particular type of raisin, but so when you think of a cereal that's Sultana Bran, it's just Raisin Bran. I think in England they also talk about sultanas, and so yeah, I became familiar with it. But oh, you like it mushy? You like the grape nuts mushy? Sultana sounds familiar. Yeah, so Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran's is a big deal, of course, but I think they were like doing a lot of things that are kind of not around as much anymore. Okay, so Kellogg's did. Has anybody seen the movie? I saw it on Netflix. It's a Jerry Seinfeld movie. I know there's a lot of controversy about Jerry Seinfeld, but I liked the show Seinfeld, and so I thought, okay, I'm going to give this a try. And it's kind of like there's this war between Kellogg's and Post, and they're going to like come up with the Pop-Tart basically. So it's like the race to the space race to get a man on the moon. It was kind of like this cereal race to develop the Pop-Tart, right? And there are so many like puns and innuendos and references to things that, like, if you're a Gen X, you're probably going to get every single one of them. And so I found it absolutely hilarious, especially if you grew up eating cereals, because it's Kellogg's versus Post. Let me put in Sultana Bran. There you go. It's also by Kellogg's. So it's just marked Sultana in different markets. Mm-hmm. So funny that I recognized it as being Raisin Bran, because it literally is Raisin Bran. You like the malt flavor? Oh, I love malt. I actually have like you can get the powdered malt carnation package of malt. I'm gonna change my seating. And then you can add it to milkshakes to make malt milkshakes, or you could add it to anything you want. But the reason I have it is to add it to a milkshake. I love malt in that sense. I don't care for malt as in beer, malt liquor, beer, but I do love malt as in milkshakes. You used to like a Pop-Tart brand that was called Toastettes. Shall we look it up? You guys, we're done with the video, so please tell me things you want me to look up. Toastettes. Excuse me. Oh, it's by Nabisco. So Nabisco's Pop-Tarts were called Toastettes. I think I've had those too. I mean, the way it's more bumpy with the holes in it. I think I've definitely had these as well. I just forgotten about them because, Pop-Tarts. You've made malts at home before. Rather go somewhere else though. Don't like beer. Yeah. You have to put butter on them. Oh my gosh, I've never done that. But that sounds like such an amazing idea, Chalet. The butter drifts into those holes. It's magical. Oh, I'm sure it is. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, goodness. So anything else breakfast-wise that you guys are interested in? I should look here and see if I did have. Oh, here's the famous lunches. Okay, I got another one for us. Copy the link. Your waffles get cold too fast? Wait, let me put this in my paste before I forget. Like Lego waffles. Oops.
For 20 delicious meals that remind us how good the old days tasted. And remember, good flavors never truly retire. They just take a lunch break. Here we go. Sloppy Joes are basically ground beef, onions, and either tomato sauce or ketchup, all jazzed up with some brown sugar and maybe a dash of Worcestershire sauce. This messy delight starts.
Okay, wait. Got some comments. You have to heat up the syrup. There's a science to it, Andy. Try peanut butter instead of butter, and then some hot syrup on a waffle. Gotta try it. That sounds good. You don't like sloppy joes. They're like made rights. Yeah, We ended up looking that up. I think you and Queen were talking about the maid rights, which I think is a play on like made right like this, but it's actually spelled the way you have it spelled. So you like them. Let me see if I can get a picture. I'll look up made rights recipe. Oh, so it doesn't have the sauce, but it has onions. And you say you don't like onions. So it's also called a loose meat sandwich. So instead of calling it mince, it's called loose meat. So and some of them have mustard. Oh, let me share the tab so you guys can see. So some have pickles, but like this is onions, pickles, mustard, as opposed to the, like this would be a sloppy Joe actually, because you've got like the barbecue sauce kind of, tomato based sauce, and where the made rights don't have the sauce. It's a sloppy Joe without the sauce. Everyone loves them. It's a secret. Oh, now you love onions. Okay. Yeah, our tastes grow. This is true. They put mustard and onions on them unless you request otherwise. You worked at one as a teenager in the mall, and your friend also owned one. Oh, I think you did mention that here. I want to see your uniform. Oh, look at that diner. I love the diner. Oh my goodness. I want a diner in Cambodia. We need a diner. Anybody want to come here and open a diner? Have it be just like this. An old-fashioned diner. We need a diner. Oh, and look, there's even like little stands like this. That's too small though. Yeah. Alrighty. What other? Put them on your community. You worked as yeah. Put a picture so we can see your uniform. We want to see your uniform. Look at all those emojis, Andy. Cool. Greasy spoon. Hey, Snow is in the house. Snow is in the house. Woohoo! Welcome. All righty. So let's see what we got next after the sloppy joes. It was started in Iowa, Sioux City. Excuse me. Oh, it looks good. For me, it looks good. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Ding, 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 ding. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Andy, yeah, okay, yeah, give her the recipe. Oh, you're late. That's all right. We're only about halfway, I think. And you can make them in the crock pot. Oh, the new album is on SoundCloud, so it's free everywhere now. SoundCloud. Here's SoundCloud. Sign in, create consciousness. And what do I search? What do I search for? Oh, you love Rice-A-Roni? I love Rice-A-Roni. Ding ding. Yeah, it's been an hour. We'll watch this next video and then we'll wrap it up. Snow, what do I search for in SoundCloud? Is it like Snow Shepherd or Alicia Shepherd or Snow something, or tell me what I gotta look for? Or just go to the website. Okay. Which one is that? Oh, USA. Okay. Ooh. Okay, guys. Oh, why is this on YouTube? I searched it on YouTube. What? 2 weeks ago. Do you also, or no, that's probably else. Do you have a YouTube channel called USA 153? Is that you? You added a link on your website. I'm trying to open up so I can put the link in there for everybody. I'm just waiting for it to open. It's a little bit slow. You guys saying anything? We should. We should. The Sound of Cosmic Horror. Bandcamp. Enter cap mode. Oh, buy a t-shirt to help support us. So all of this is you. This is your website. Here we go. And okay, so let me share this tab so you guys can see. Looks like this. OSA official, the Sound of Cosmic Horror, the Sound Cosmic Horror, Bandcamp, SoundCloud. So like, yeah, this will link you to SoundCloud. This will link you to Bandcamp. Here's where you can buy a t-shirt. Oh, speaking of buying t-shirts, as a mod on yours, True Crime Cult, I'd love to be able to share a link like this wherever, because you mentioned you have t-shirts, but I couldn't find like where's the link that somebody would go to buy a t-shirt. So if I have that, then I can add that in your chat if I'm if I'm a mod on your lives. But anyway, yeah, so there's all this. Join the USA movement where innovation meets harmony. All right, so you guys make sure you go check that out. Buy a t-shirt. That's helpful. Oh, to see it. Yeah, good. She works hard. She works very hard. Snow, True Crime Cult misses you. Robert misses you. That. All right, so let's see what else we've got. Rice. Okay, we know rice-a-roni. What's next? Noodle casserole. Mhm. So I totally grew up on this. Mumsy would make that. Oh, I didn't switch. I thought I clicked on it. It's on your channel page under store. YouTube channel or Discord channel? I was just showing tuna casserole.
It's all about mixing up some canned tuna, those squiggly egg noodles, a creamy mushroom soup base, some peas, and whatever crispy stuff you've got, like crushed
Manwich.
chips or breadcrumbs. It became a household name during those pinch penny times, serving as a cost-effective way to fill up the family table. Ads would rave about how you could whip this up in a flash. Total lifesaver for the busy families. And over time, everyone started throwing their own twist into the mix. Like in the Midwest, where they...
Okay. So why do you say you're going to, oh, sorry, I'll come back. For what? Why are you sorry? Why are you sorry and need to come back? Snow. Just click the link that's right there. Okay, well, yeah, I was just showing the website. Everyone can go to the website and click on all the links. Love a good casserole. Oops, yummy. I meant to click on this one. Ooh, Snow doesn't like it. I'll tell you a shortcut my mom used to do. She would take Kraft macaroni and cheese out of the box, right? So you make the macaroni and cheese as you would. Then you throw in your can of tuna and you throw in your frozen peas, but keep it on the stovetop so it's all hot. Bam, done. Yeah, us Gen Xers, we're strong because we grew up on processed food. Hot dish hill. But I hate mushroom soup. I hate the cans of mushroom soup. Sometimes my mom would use cream of celery or substitute cream of chicken for me because I hate mushrooms. Oh, Snow was commenting about your comment. Got it. Hamburger helper to the rescue. Yes. In fact, while I was downstairs cooking my the corned beef, Tony was down there and sitting at the kitchen table. And let me move this down a little bit. Is that better? And he's like, what's hamburger helper? I'm like, oh, well, it's basically a box of noodles with a package of sauce mix. And then you add your own hamburger or mince and yeah. But basically it's just a box of noodles and a package of the sauce mix for whatever, want stroganoff, lasagna, cheeseburger, whatever flavor hamburger helper it's going to be. Then of course there was tuna helper and chicken helper. But yeah, we grew up on that stuff. And Snow says we also used to swim in sewage and had immune systems that can stop. Yes, and thanks to George Carlin, who has a great comedy routine about that very thing. Excuse me, apricot chicken. Let's check it out. Excuse me. Apricot chicken recipe. Images. Oh, so is it kind of like a sweet and sour? Which way? Did you have it in chunks? Or did you have it in like the whole pieces of chicken? Like there's this one here where it's like simmering in like an apricot juice kind of thing. There's this one where it's chicken with like a chunky, like a chutney, apricot chutney kind of thing on it. So George Carlin's a little more crude about it. Yes, this is true. Eddie, who's Eddie? You meant Andy. Oh, because you're talking into the phone, Eddie. Got it. Some meatloafs are really good, but not all meatloaf is created equal. My mom made meatloaf probably at least once a week. I grew up eating meatloaf for sure. And yeah, and playing in the dirt. Yeah, we have good immune systems because we weren't sheltered like that. Oh, maybe you were thinking of Eddie Van Halen. Well, that would be a compliment, right, Andy? There were 2 reasons why you started cooking for your family at age 12. This is one of them. And you're going to write something more? Okay. I'm gonna keep playing. Oh, wait. Tony, you need to let us know What kind of apricot chicken? Let you sleep on it. Okay, we'll let you sleep on it. Bat out of hell. Oh, meatloaf. Meatloaf, bat out of hell. Okay, give you an answer in the morning. All righty. So let's see what's next. Oh, beef stroganoff. Yes. Mm, 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 mm. So I don't do the well, obviously I leave out the mushrooms and the Dijon mustard. There you go. So I love to cook stroganoff. It's like so easy, but I use hamburger. I just I just use a hamburger. I fry the hamburger with the onions, and as soon as it's cooked, I add the beef bouillon and some water and maybe some flour to give it its thick, creamy. The sour cream is going to help make it creamy. Give it a little bit of edge on the creaminess. So you've got the beef broth and the sour cream. Salt and pepper. Easy peasy. Love beef stroganoff. Can't leave the mushrooms out of beef stroganoff. Uh-oh. We got the stroganoff police on my tail. You never had fried green tomatoes. I have had fried green tomatoes at the restaurant that is the location used in the movie. Yes, I have. Because my dad took me there. Tawanda. Who always looked like they were going to have a heart attack. Do nothing we can't forget. The whole casserole thing, fried everything, fry, all kinds of grease, yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, you have a store tab on your YouTube channel. Oh, because I don't have like a credit card connected to my YouTube. So let's see. See, there's no store tab for me. I have no store tab. And that's got to be why. So also there's no little money symbol that I could click on, for super chats or anything like that. I don't have any of that on my view. All righty. That's why. I need to fix that. I actually did have my US bank account hooked up to YouTube, but I think I did it so long ago that the card expired. Even though, I've got a new card with a new expiration date, I don't think I ever updated it. So I got to go through some kind of process to update that. Instead, let's see what else we got here. Fried green tomatoes. Oh, Ian says it pieces of chicken would make it cut nectar. Wow, that sounds so delicious. Anybody else ever have apricot chicken? If you know how to make it, you've got to make it one day. I'll buy the chicken and you buy the apricots or whatever else you need. Good fried mushroom dipped in cheese sauce. Okay, well, you know what I say here in Cambodia when there's something I don't want to eat? I say, more for you. So more for you, Chalet. Oh, Ian loved the meatloaf. And Chalet says meatloaf, he looked like he was. That sounds like he, was it the Come Together by the Beatles, right? Anyway, yeah, that sounds bad. You're allergic to tomatoes. Oh my goodness, that has got to be very difficult because so many things have tomatoes in them. There. Video killed the radio star. Apricot nectar. We used to make it with pieces of chicken. All right. Great singer, Chalet says. In my mind and in my car. Video killed the radio star. In my mind and in my car. Like that. We can't rewind. No, now I've lost it. Video killed the radio star. In my mind and in my car. We can't rewind. We've gone too far. Plum sauce, awesome. No. Snow says you can thin slice an oven baked beef brisket. That's good. Brisket is always good, whatever you do with it, right? So we got a good base we're starting with for the meat, for your beef stroganoff. And don't overcook it, of course, and only add the meat in after everything else is done. So much better. I like the way you're thinking, Snow. And then further, so she hasn't made the apricot chicken, but she made a spicy plum sauce from fresh plums and the Japanese plum tree she grew at her own little orchard in Kentucky when she owned her own house and property. Wow. Oh, I bet that was delicious. Let's see. Chalet says, you asked who was looking like they were about to have a heart attack. Oh, I did ask. And oh, you meant so it was Meatloaf. Meatloaf looked like he was. Okay, got it. Plum sauce, awesome. Andy says, Lord. Chalet says, peanut sauce on Thai foods. Oh my goodness, yes, and they have a lot of that here in Cambodia. You know where to look for it. I did it. I catch up eventually. Snow says she gathered plums from that tree for years, and then a blight took it out. It was the scariest thing you'd ever seen. Yeah, satay. Chicken satay has the peanut sauce, but that peanut sauce is good on lots of stuff. It's really good. I think if you were in a pinch, you could just use peanut butter and something. I don't know what you would use to make it saucy. Milk? I don't know. Coconut milk. Coconut milk and real Jif butter. There you go, Snow. Thank you. You love the food, Meatloaf, not the singer. Thank you for clarifying, Tony. All this food you're talking about sounds great as long as you make it for me. No, I'll make it for you as long as you do the dishes. I was just thinking about that today. I'm down there cooking the corned beef. I've had that little can of corned beef for at least a month, maybe 2 months. And the only reason I haven't cooked it is because I don't want to clean the dishes. Oh my gosh. And I was thinking, there's so much cooking I could do that I love to do, but I don't want to wash the dishes. So I don't cook. I'm so bad. Chalet said, oh, okay. It's a deal. Okay. You just have to come over to Cambodia. Yeah. Oh, there's Mumsy. Mumsy. See, I'm doing it again. I'm making these comments and somebody's already written. Well, see, you know what? That's you guys can see my psychic ability. No. Snow, if you take some sesame oil, fry fresh peanuts in it, and then toss them in basil at the end just for a tiny bit of wilting, makes a great bed for chicken satay. Oh my goodness. I bet it. Oh, that sounds amazing, Snow. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Let's what's after the stroganoff?
Chicken a la king. Now there's a dish with a bit of a mystery to its name, possibly named after a hotel chef or a guy named James King. It hit the scene big time in the early 20th century across the US. We're talking creamy, luxurious sauce loaded with tender chicken chunks, mushrooms, pimientos, and green peppers, all ready to be spooned over rice, pasta, or bread.
You know, the way he just said the early 20th century. Do you realize that right now we are living when people look back and say the early 21st century, that's us living right now, the early 21st century. Now, chicken a la king, I've heard the name. I've had creamy chicken stuff, but I never like sat down for a meal and this is called chicken a la king. We're having chicken a la king for dinner tonight. I cannot recall anything like that happening. However, creamy chicken, yes. So variations anyway.
It was the perfect solution for turning yesterday's chicken into today's treasure, making it a regular at dinner parties and family gatherings back in the 50s and 60s. As tastes have evolved towards faster, lighter, and more varied dining options, chicken a la king isn't the staple it once was, but it still gets some love around the world, tweaked to fit local flavors and preferences.
I like spinach, Andy. I actually do like spinach, but a lot of people don't. Oh no, I'm sorry. Andy loves the spinach. Chalet hates the spinach. You come in olive oil, and then the creamy cream. Yeah, love it. We're from the 1900s. Oh my gosh. Doesn't that sound horrible? We're from the 1900s. Welcome. I'm from the 1900s. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, Olive Rhea. Call him Popeye. Snow says she was talking to a Gen Z kid and told him that his favorite song was now 15 years old and he had a crisis. Oh, cream paella? Yeah, I don't think I like paella because it has all the seafood in it. You're going to say that to your grandkids. I mean, a lot of the songs we like are more than 50 years old. Right? Because if it was from the 50s or 60s and now it's 2024, it's like 70 years old. 60 and 70 years old. What? Oh, sweet pea, come on and dance with me. Come on and dance with me. Sweet pea song. I want to see what year was it. It's by Tommy Rowe. 1966. Oh, Mom! Why do I always forget that? I must have seen that a million times. So she would always sing that song to me growing up. So I actually had the little record of it because that was the year I was born. Oh, sweet pea, come on and dance with me. Come on and dance with me. So 40, 60. So in 2 years, it will be 60 years. So right now it's 58. Oh, because I'm going to turn 58 in June. Turn 58 in June? Am I 57 right now? I don't know. Where's the calculator? Not calendar. No, go away. I don't want the calendar. I want the calculator. Okay, so how do I do that? 60. Are you guys writing me the answer? That's our year. People remember your music. Yeah, you hope people remember your music 70 years from now. I hope so too. I think they will. As long as it's available, they're going to hear it. Yeah, paella means to throw it in. Ah, okay. It's a dish that means whatever you have left, you toss it in and cook it together and share it with the village. I didn't know that that's what it meant. I just know that typically people, when they cook Spanish paella, it's got mussels and clams and shrimp and like a whole bunch of stuff like that. And it's a little spicy for me too. Shalay says she likes songs from before she was born. Yeah. And he says, walk right in, sit right down. Do you want to lose your mind? Walk right in, sit right down. Daddy, let your mind roll on. Yes, I'll be okay. Thank you, Mumsy. Because like 2 weeks? What? No, there's still another week of May. So 3 weeks. 3 weeks. But I'll be 58. Wow, who knew? It's great. I'm nearing the end of a decade. I always just do decades. This honestly. I mean, I was serious that like I really don't know how old I am all the time because I'll just go. I'm 30. From my 20s. I did it. I'm 20 something, and for my whole 20s, I literally wouldn't know 20 what. I didn't know. And same thing. So now I'm 30 something, and my whole decade of my 30s, I'm 30 something, and I really don't know. I just know the decade. I don't know. So I'm about to enter a new decade. Shrimp scampi. Definitely, we've heard of that. What should we? Heard that Red Lobster went bankrupt and closed. Shrimp scampi shrimp. Images. That actually looks good. Let me share this tab instead. Look at that. Yummy. Yummy. You know, here they like serve shrimp that still has the skin on it. In the dish. It's still, you know, I don't like that. Lobster bisque. Snow says, it's rich people taking poor people food and making it gourmet. Everybody's talking about a new way of walking. Daddy, let me blow your mind. Alrighty. We like your version, Shell Shorts. Lobster bisque. All right. That would be a soup. Lobster thermidor. There's one you don't see all the time. Lobster bisque. It's going to be a soup. There you go. It's a soup with lobster. Lobster thermidor. Look at that. Kind of looks. I don't like seeing the poor lobster like that. I'm sorry. I don't like seeing all the legs and stuff. I went with my friend Sherry. No, this is how I like to eat lobster. You can have the shell of the tail, but the lobster meat is like ready to just eat out of it. My friend Sherry and I were in Santa Cruz, and the rest like live lobsters, you know, that they would boil for you. And she like every single one of these little legs, she's like digging out every little bit of lobster meat to eat. And like I ate the tail and it's like, here, you can finish mine. And she was so happy to have it and to finish, you know, to have all my extra lobster. But I'm just not into that. Here in Cambodia, they're very much into that, like with crab, like they have small crabs and they just go to town at like getting every little bit out of it. And it's like, I'll spend 3 days cooking Thanksgiving dinner. 3 days. Hey. And I'm sorry, I have like and yeah. But then when I sit down to eat, I just want to eat. Yeah, I sit down, I want to eat. I don't want to have to work to eat. I work when I cook. I don't want to work when I eat, if that makes sense. Okay, today it's all good. Walk. Yeah, Red Lobster is gone. It was there just a minute ago. Yeah, like it just closed. Cream soups and more cream soups and more cream in the 1980s. We were creamy, baby. Rock lobster down. Today it's all gravy. We were at the beach, ooh-wah, and there we saw, I don't know which song that is. Here's a trick for you. Rich people love to destroy something when they eat, whether it's the main dish, the main course, or themselves. It's weird. That is very interesting, Snow. Oh, by the way, take that off now. Who are these rich people that you speak of? Says Chalet. Andy, wow, the NFL players had a joke in the 90s. We're going to Red Lobster, meaning they could afford Red Lobster, became a thing on the Jim Rome radio show. Yeah, it was always, Red Lobster was kind of was like fine dining for lower and middle class, And Snow says, yep, too hungry to cook. Yep. Ian says prawn cocktail. There you go. There's one we haven't. Well, of course, in America, we call it shrimp cocktail. And that was really, really big in it for sure, the 70s. And I don't think it ever really went away. It's always available, but definitely having, and we actually call this cocktail sauce, I believe you've got the tomato base, but then I think you add some horseradish in it, if I recall, having to make it when I was a chef. But yes, shrimp cocktail. Every party had deviled eggs and shrimp cocktail, right? What else you guys saying? Eat what I'm cooking as we go. My mother-in-law would be clean the dishes as you go. Let's see. Why? I need to tilt this down a little bit. Is that better? That's better. Chalet eats over the sink. Snow says she wasn't always poor and isolated. The maids are on retirement. Andy says a rock, but it wasn't a rock. It was rock lobster. The rock lobster. What's your name? The rock lobster. There goes a narwhal. Where to go? Where's the narwhal? The unicorn of the sea. Those crabs are hard to eat. Just eat the shell and they are so small. The ones in Cambodia. I know. Here, let me show everybody the crab market kept. Should do it. There you go. So there's a coastal town called Kep or Kaip. Very famous. Well, here they're barbecuing squid. Where's the crabs? I have a picture similar to this of a lady out there with the crab baskets. You know what I see what I think when I see this? That in order for those baskets to work, they gotta the crabs are crawling around. So if you walk out there, you're gonna step on a crab. Ugh. Here you go. Can you kind of see here? And Cambodians of all, it doesn't matter how much money they make. They all love it. but like you say, picking out everything. I've known rich people, yeah, that love to dig it out. Okay, here's a little styrofoam. This little styrofoam thing, it's like about the size of this napkin. Let me see. It's about the size of this napkin. And then you've got all these, that's quite a bit of crab there. Let me see what you can do. Crab bake. You like a crab cake. That's the B-52s. Oh, up there, where'd it go? It's too far away up there for me to go back to. Love Shack, baby. Yes. Yeah, it's about all I can do on that one. Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. I don't know. That's like Korean fish cakes. Every type of person loves the fish cakes. Korean fish cakes. Huh. So they take the fish and kind of mash it into like a sausage kind of thing. I think they have this, but I didn't know it was fish. They definitely have this here in Cambodia. But they serve it like this. They serve it like this at weddings. Yes. What was the other one? Crab cakes. Crab bake. Because isn't a crab bake crab cakes? Okay, crab cakes. Crab cakes. Just you take the meat and then you don't have to deal with anything else. I could probably eat crab cakes. That'd be okay. We're living our own private Idaho. I just remember that one. Snow says she has a narwhal emoji on her channel and on the Discord that she drew herself. His name is Misty and she's adorable. Oh my gosh. That is so amazing. On your YouTube channel? Isn't it Snow Shepherd? Wait. I need a search function for people that I follow, so I don't have to scroll too long. The dogs are barking. Don't see anything. Okay. Love the poke. Not that kind of poke. Pokey. Noise snow. Noise is in nice, but noise. Oh, on the website. Here's the website. Under, did you say? Wait, let me look. Under Snow's art. Okay. We're going to see it. Where's Snow's art? Okay, let me scroll down first. Snow song, production techniques, discover, minus chaos, musical boundaries, sport. Okay, wait. About? Or do I go into explore now? Maybe I need to do that. Musical pioneers, musical. Can't be reached. Oh, that's contact anyway. Okay, go back. Offerings. Let's see what you guys are saying. You think it's pork? Oh, that picture that I had up. Oh, they have that. They have a fish one. I know pork normally looks like that, but they got a fish one that's at weddings. UTO. It's my internet's slow, so it's taking a while. I want to see the narwhal. Front page, right in the middle, look for the name Snow. You need to fix that link, sorry. Beer can chicken. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. In the middle. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the home page. Custom soundscapes, music production, interactive workshops. Join. Oh wait, I think that's still offerings. I'm sorry. Home. That's done. I'm just gonna backspace and hit the .com. There could have just been a peak in bandwidth use in the area, which is like slowed me down. I hope I'm not buffering. You got to run here soon. Want to see the narwhal? Okay. If you're a moderator here, you can share a link. To make a moderator, though, do I need to do that in, you know what I can do? I can like copy. You can come up here and then you have access to the comments and you can put it in it. Yeah, it's still on the offering page. It's not going back to the home page. But everybody wants to see it. Come on. Enter. Hey, Chma babies. Chma is cat in Khmer. Guys, I'm sorry. It's just not look. Maybe if I go back. Try doing it fresh in a new. So I'm just trying a whole new tab. Do they eat peacock here? Well, yeah, they would eat peacock, but there's not many of them left. There are peacocks, but I think maybe they're protected. I don't know. I never see it on a menu. But then they have like bush meat, which is like illegal meat because there's so few wild animals that to kill any kind of wild animal is forbidden. But people do anyway. Okay, Mumsy, I love you. And Chalet, oh, you hopped out as well. Okay, well, we'll have to find the narwhal tomorrow, guys. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Let me I gave it my best shot. So wherever and whenever you are watching this, oh wait, before that I have to say love. Love, did you know love transcends time and space? It really does. It's a frequency, and it can transcend time and space. So wherever and whenever you're watching this, I love you. I do. So oh, look at all the ladybugs for Mumsy. And I don't know if she noticed, this was my Gurmy's bathrobe, kind of not a bathrobe, but dressing coat, robe, muumuu kind of thing. I don't know. It's not a nightgown. It's I don't know. I don't remember what we call house coat. It's a house coat. That's what it is. My Gurmy's house coat. I'm wearing it. Imagine how old this is. This is probably 60 years old. At least. Okay, guys. So tomorrow, I don't know what the show will be about, but I'll be here, and same bat time, same bat channel, and we'll have fun. So thank you for all the emojis. Bye.